Are you coming to Thailand for a holiday or maybe for a quick business trip and want to play golf while you are here? But you are not sure how everything works, how to book a tee time, where to play and where to stay, what are the costs of playing golf in Thailand, things to remember and what to avoid, how to get to the course and back to your hotel after the round, and overall, how to maximize the value and get the best possible golfing experience while you are here playing in Thailand. If so, then this is a perfect video for you. In this video, I'll explain all that and much more, and at the end of the video, I'll give you my course recommendations on 3 different budgets. But before we start the video, I want to say that this is not AI-generated video made by someone who has been to Thailand for a week-long trip and knows how to use ChatGPT. I came to Thailand for the first time in 1987, and I have been living here for the past 7 years. I call Bangkok my home. And I know the city as well as anyone can, especially the golfing scene here. I play multiple rounds of golf every week around Bangkok and the rest of Thailand, so all the information I'm sharing here comes from my experience. I've visited the courses mentioned in the video, and if I recommend some course, area or service in this video, it's because I genuinely think that they are worth recommending. This video focuses on Bangkok, but most of the information mentioned in this video applies to other areas of Thailand as well. And I will mention if some of the information I present has some key differences to other areas of Thailand. I have divided this video into 8 chapters for your convenience, each discussing different topic regarding golfing in Thailand. So feel free to check out the chapters and jump to the one that is more interesting to you. But now, without further ado, let's jump to the first chapter. There are a bunch of videos telling you where to stay and what to do while in Bangkok regarding general tourism. So I won't be going through those details, and instead I focus on the golf related areas and where to stay to reach the key golfing areas easily. There aren't actually so many golf courses situated within Bangkok city limits, but usually everyone would consider courses in the greater Bangkok metro area part of Bangkok golf courses. There are currently 57 courses around Bangkok that I would call Bangkok golf courses. Those can be reached within 1 hour's drive from downtown Bangkok. Golf courses around Bangkok are mainly situated in 2 key areas, and then you have some courses scattered around the other areas. Main area being east side of Bangkok in Samut Prakan. You will find all level courses here, starting from budget courses like Pang Pu, Lakewood and Supabruk, all the way to the top courses like Siam and Thai country clubs, and everything in between. There are also some night golf options around this area, and generally east side of Bangkok is the easiest to access from central downtown of Bangkok and offers great variety of courses. Another key area is the northern and northeastern side of Bangkok, expanding from Pattun Thani in the north all the way to Nakhon Nayok in the far northeastern side of Bangkok. It's a vast area and it holds courses for every budget and style. Budget options being, for example, RSU Vista and my personal favorite, Lotus Valley. Premium options would be, for example, Alpine and the RG City Golf. There are also a bunch of mid-level options and plenty of night golf offerings. I won't be covering all the golf courses Bangkok has to offer in this video, but feel free to check out my series where I play and review all the 57 golf courses in Bangkok. Link is in description of this video. For general tourism purposes, I would recommend staying at one of the following areas: Riverside/Silom, a great area for families and travelers interested in cultural side of Bangkok. Siam area is a great area for luxury shopping, luxury hotels and luxury restaurants. Lower Sukhumvit area, including Asok, Nana and Prompong, are great for lively crowds. Party people and people enjoy more nighttime-oriented activities. But any of these areas is decently okay regarding golf. All of these areas have great access to highways, which is crucial for reaching the golf courses that are mostly situated outside of the downtown. Overall, staying near BTS and MRT lines is advisable. Those are public transport modes going on rails under and over the street level, since the Bangkok traffic is notoriously bad during the peak hours and rain. I would completely avoid moving around the city during 8 to 10 am and 5 to 7 pm during the weekdays, especially if it happens to rain during those hours. Bangkok is a huge city, and there's bunch of cool neighborhoods for you to consider when staying in Bangkok, but I'll let other YouTube channels talk about those things in detail, and instead I'll answer the question where to stay if you have only golf in your mind. This might sound a little bit obvious and silly, but if it's only for golf, I would recommend staying where you play. If all the courses you plan to play are in the east side of Bangkok, pick a hotel from there. Many of the east side courses are situated close to the Suvarnabhumi airport, and that area is dotted with great hotels. If you play only courses on the north and northeastern side, then pick a hotel from there. There are always great hotel options available even in the most unsuspected places. It's not only once when I've been driving away from one of the more distant golf courses and spotted an amazing looking hotel in the middle of nowhere. So check out the Google Maps for hotels around the area where you are planning to play and see if you spot some hidden gems there. I left few cool hotel recommendations on the eastern and northeastern side of Bangkok in the description of this video for you to check out. If the courses you want to play aren't in one general area or you would like to enjoy some shopping, sites or nightlife, then choose one of the areas I mentioned in the beginning for general tourism purposes. Third option would be staying and playing. Pick courses that have hotel or resorts attached to them and stay on the course. On-course and partner hotels tend to have promotions for staying and playing, so it could be even cheaper option. And you don't have to worry about transports and costs related to them. Stay and play options are available in Bangkok, but are more common in other areas of Thailand. Check out at least Summit Windmill and Bangkok Golf Club as viable stay and play options in Bangkok. Let's discuss shopping and golf-related shopping in specific. Bangkok is dotted with amazing shopping centers, but I wouldn't call Thailand or Bangkok as a golfer's paradise when it comes to shopping golf-related items. Here are a few recommendations though. Thanya Plaza, the biggest and only golf mall in Bangkok. It's situated in Silom area, so if it's on your list of places to visit, maybe consider booking your accommodation from around there. Check out also Victory Golf close to Thanya Plaza. It's a Japanese well-known store that has landed to Thailand as well. Then you have Transview Golf and Golf Partner stores scattered around Bangkok, and those are also worth checking out if you happen to be close to one. Then finally, you have central shopping malls, which you can find around the whole country. There are tens of them in Bangkok alone. Those usually have small brand stores for well-known sports brands like Under Armour, Nike and Adidas. And then they usually have Super Sports, which is a sport department store that has everything sport related and often big golf section too, at least in the bigger Super Sport stores. As an extra tip, I recommend you checking out the golf courses pro shops. It might be a little bit surprising, but the pro shops are selling relatively cheap items here in Thailand. Booking tee times is a topic I get most questions about. Internet is full of websites offering green fee booking services here in Thailand, and I have to be completely honest, I don't recommend using those websites. Yes, they might be a little bit cheaper on one occasion or two, but mostly they are more expensive. That's how it works. The websites get their money by selling the green fees behalf of the course. Those websites often don't take in consideration the promotions that the golf clubs offer on weekly basis. When it's sports day and the green fees are lower than on the other weekdays, those green fee booking websites don't take that in account and sell you the green fee for the same price as any other weekday. I just checked one service provider's prices for tomorrow for 2 golf courses here in Bangkok, and then I checked those courses' Facebook pages for the accurate price information if I book through the golf course. and I would have lost 400 baht on the other course and 200 baht on the other course by using the service provider to book the tee times. It is obviously up to you to decide how to book your tee times, but at least check the golf course's website and Facebook page before booking through a service provider. Another downside regarding utilizing these service providers for booking tee times is the lack of availability. Many of the service providers might tell you that there's no available tee times for, let's say, tomorrow or next week's Thursday, but a quick call to the course and they have plenty of tee times for you to choose off. Third negative thing regarding the service providers is the cancellation policies. After you've made your booking, you need to pay your booking in full, and some of the websites don't offer you refund, or you get only partial refund if you cancel, let's say, 7 days before your tee time. Golf courses in Thailand don't take deposits or full payments when you make a booking for a tee time. Obviously, it's recommended that you contact the course with the cancellation as soon as possible if you cannot make it to your tee time. But they won't be withholding any money of you for cancellations. After ranting about the green fee booking service providers, I have to talk about one exception. That being Pattaya Sports Club. It is mainly operating in Pattaya area, but they do have some deals with Bangkok golf courses as well, and they have some presence in Huahin. It's a golfing society with 500 baht annual membership fee. That gives you access to most Pattaya golf courses with discounted prices. And those prices are actually cheaper than walking into the course or checking their sports day promotions. You also get lots of friends to play with. Most of the bars around Pattaya area are part of Pattaya Sports Club. So each bar gathers players for different courses on every single day of the week. They will arrange the transport as well, and you will have plenty of friends to play with. After obtaining your Pattaya Sports Club membership card, you can book your tee times on any of the participating golf courses and get the discounted rate. But let's get back to booking the tee times here in Bangkok and how to navigate through those things. So first of all, always contact the course, check their Facebook page and website. Thai companies are notoriously bad at updating websites, so Facebook might be the most reliable source of information here, on top of line messaging app. Thais tend to use their mobile phones for everything, so that's why websites aren't that popular, but Facebook and line messaging app give you the most convenient way to obtain information. Secondly, after obtaining correct information, contact the course and make a booking for your tee time. Calling is easiest option in my opinion, but if you struggle understanding the Thai people speaking English, you might ask the staffs at your hotel to help you out. Second method is to use Facebook Messenger or line messaging app. It's easier for the Thai people and you to understand each other when there's Google Translate in between the messages. If you happen to need rental clubs, remember to mention that when making the tee time booking. And it's always good to start booking the tee times few days before you actually plan to play to make sure that there is availability at the course where you want to play on the day. Discussing the cost of playing golf in Thailand always raises lots of discussion. Generally, I would dare to say that the green fee prices are cheaper here than they are at your home country. Green fees go for anything between 100 baht all the way up to, let's say, 5,000 baht, depending on the quality of the course. But the green fee is not the only compulsory cost you have while playing golf here in Thailand. On top of the green fee, you are required to have a caddy to accompany you when playing here in Thailand. And the cost of having the caddy is usually between 300 and 500 baht for a round, depending on the course. Some courses might offer pretty caddy services as well, but more on that in the chapter regarding caddies. On top of the green fee and caddy fee, I would also count in the cart fee. They are not compulsory on all courses, but unless you are really seasoned hot climate player, I would recommend you booking the cart as well for your first round of golf here in Thailand. expect to pay anything between 700 and 1200 baht for the golf cart rental. And if you thought that those were all the costs you need to cover and figure out to play a round of golf here in Thailand, you are wrong. On top of green fee, caddy fee, cart fee, you are required to tip the caddy after the round as well. The caddy tips here in Bangkok start from 500 baht and up. That I would consider minimum nowadays. In other parts of Thailand, you could get away with 400 baht, but don't expect the caddy to smile if you tip them less than that. Not to start any fights here, but just to give you perspective. I know caddies that have gotten 10,000 or 15,000 in tips. I personally tip anything between 700 and 1,500 baht, depending on the caddy course and whether it's day golf or night golf. On top of these separate costs I presented you on a ballpark level, golf courses tend to bundle them up. So in most cases when you go and play golf in Thailand, you're gonna be paying for a package, including green fee, caddy fee, and cart fee. And that might go for anything between 1,000 baht and 10,000 baht for a round. On top of that, you need to pay your caddy tip after the round. That is never included in these packages. And to make things more confusing, the time of the year, time of the week, and time of the day affect the pricing as well. The most expensive time to golf in Thailand is during the high season, which typically lasts from December until March. So if you are here in Thailand during that time, it's gonna be a little bit more pricier than, let's say, playing in June. The low season starts in May and lasts until November. Weekdays are always cheaper than weekends, and I think that's common around the world. But here in Thailand, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday tend to be cheaper days than Thursday and Friday. On top of those factors, the time of the day is also affecting the price. Early morning tee times are usually more expensive than afternoon tee times. And if you play night golf, it might fall between those two. So night golf might be more expensive than afternoon tee time, but cheaper than morning tee times. As you probably see now, it's really confusing and difficult to explain how much to pay for a round of golf in Thailand. To confuse you even more, dual pricing is a thing here in Thailand. Many courses offer cheaper prices for Thai people and foreigners residing in Thailand. So if you are a tourist or a visitor in the Kingdom of Thailand, you are always paying the highest price. If you already got upset about the dual pricing, you don't want to hear that they also have gender-specific pricing. So ladies or females tend to have cheaper prices on most courses on certain days. I already mentioned the stay and play pricing and promotions as well earlier. So if you are here and you need accommodation, so you are staying in a hotel for example, then stay and play options could be way to make the golf a little bit cheaper here. Rental clubs are also one additional cost unless you bring your own clubs. They go for 600 to 2,500 baht depending on the course and the quality of the clubs. To summarize the cost of playing golf in Thailand, I would say that the cheapest you can get away with is roughly around 1,000 baht. That would be a budget golf course without a cart and rental clubs during low season and weekday. On average, I would say you pay anything between 3,000 and 5,000 baht for green fee, caddy fee, cart fee, and caddy's tips if you play a mid-tier golf course. And on the top end, you have the luxury golf courses, and they would probably add up to anything between 5,000 to 10,000 baht, including green fee, caddy fee, cart fee, and caddy's tip. And maybe with the 10,000 baht, you could squeeze in great rental clubs on a better course for 2,000 baht as well. As you see, it's really difficult to discuss the prices comprehensively, so I'll probably forget something. And please let me know in the comments if you have any questions regarding the topics in this video, and I'll do my best to answer those questions. After booking your tee time, you need to figure out the way to get to the golf course. A friendly reminder first regarding the transport. All the golf courses I consider Bangkok golf courses should be reachable from downtown Bangkok within 1 hour's drive. But that is not always the case. If you jump out of your hotel on a Friday evening, 6 p.m. when it's raining, and try to hail a taxi to take you to the golf course, you won't be reaching the course within 1 hour. More likely it's gonna take 3 hours. So the traffic can get really bad at times, so avoid moving during the peak hours and rainy times. Take your time. This is Bangkok and the traffic gets bad. It's better to be on the course 2 hours before your tee time, hitting some shots on the driving range and eating delicious lunch or dinner on the course, than arriving to the course just before your tee time or, in a worst case scenario, 2 hours after your initial tee time. As a general rule of thumb, avoid moving between 8 and 10 a.m. and 5 and 8 p.m. during the weekdays. That's when the traffic is the worst and you can expect to get stuck in traffic. But let's talk about the transport options for you to get to the course and hopefully back as well after the round. You have 4 options. 1. Taxi. Hail a taxi or ask your hotel reception to call you one. 2. Ride-hailing apps. Bolt, Grab, and InDrive. 3. Private driver. You could Google for private drivers or ask your hotel for some advice. 4. Car rental. Rent your own car and drive to the course and back. My recommendation is a private driver. So let me explain why. I'll start with taxis. Taxis are the cheapest option. I see many YouTubers and experts telling you on YouTube that Grab and Bolt and other ride-hailing apps are the cheapest way to get from A to B. That is not true. I guess they are getting money for promoting those ride-hailing apps. The cheapest way is with a taxi, unless you consider public transport options as an option. Metered taxi is the cheapest way to get to the course, but the issue is getting one and getting one who puts the meter on. Some taxi drivers might have tendency not to use the meter and negotiate a higher price for the ride when they see a foreign customer. I recommend you asking your hotel staffs to order you a metered taxi and tell your destination to the taxi driver. That way they won't be denying the meter and you don't have to try multiple taxis before you get one that puts the meter on. Taking a metered taxi to one of the golf courses around Bangkok might cost anything between 300 and let's say 1000 baht depending on the distance to the course. On top of you paying the metered fare to get to the course with the taxi, you are also responsible for paying the highway tolls. I recommend you taking the highway if the taxi driver is asking it. It's always faster if you go through the highway instead of getting stuck in the traffic on the small roads around Bangkok. The highways, let's say going to the northern side of Bangkok to a golf course, might set you back anything between 50 and 150 baht for one way. The issue with taxis and ride-hailing apps is the getting back from the course after your round. The courses are situated on the outskirts of Bangkok and getting taxi back might not be as easy as it sounds. Ride-hailing apps are probably the most convenient way to get to the course and back from the course as well if there is only ride-hailing apps available around the golf course after you finish your round. Compared to taxis, ride-hailing apps are quite convenient. You know what you're gonna pay and it's easy to get the ride, especially if you are in downtown Bangkok heading to the golf course. Similar to taxis or basically any other mode of transport, unless it's public transport, you are responsible for the highway tolls. If you took a metered taxi to the golf course or ride-hailing app to get there, you are probably gonna use ride-hailing app to get away from the course. The issue is that there is no taxi stands on the golf courses. If you didn't have some type of arrangement to get yourself back to the hotel and downtown, your only option is to use the ride-hailing apps to get a transport back to the city. But this is Thailand, don't worry. It's not 1 or 2 or 3 times that I've been stranded, maybe a little bit drunk on a random night golf course on the outskirts of Bangkok without ride back home. Somebody at the course will help you out. They will have a cousin or friend or whoever that will come and pick you up and drive you to the city, but that might come with a cost, so better be prepared when you go out and play golf. That brings us to the third option, which is the private driver. I recommend you taking a private driver to drive you to the course and wait you there and then bring you back to the hotel or wherever you're going after the round of golf. It might come as a surprise, but the cost of hiring a private driver for half a day is probably similar to taking a taxi to the course and then ride-hailing app back from the course. We are talking about 1,500 to maybe 2,000 baht for a half a day driver's hire. You can ask for a driver from your hotel, but those prices might be a little bit inflated. Better option is to Google or check out the Facebook for some private taxi companies. Fourth option being a rental car. It's not necessarily the recommended way to get to the course, but it might be something for you. Remember that the traffic is quite heavy around Bangkok. They are driving probably on the wrong side of the road compared to your home country here. And if you go to the course with the rental car and feel like having a couple beers after the round, it's not recommended to drive after drinking. So think about that before renting a car. The rental cars go roughly for 1,000 baht per day. In my opinion, the smartest way is to book a ride-hailing app to the course or a metered taxi to the course and talk with the driver. Ask if the driver can wait for you at the course while you finish the round and then negotiate a price suitable for you and him. They might actually even bring it up themselves. If they do, I would gladly accept the offer and make sure that the price is correct. It should cost roughly the same as it cost to take you to the course. They're not gonna charge anything for the waiting and probably ask the same amount that you paid to get to the course when they take you back. If one of the ride-hailing app or taxi drivers took you back from the course and you feel like you get along with the driver, I recommend you changing contact details and maybe utilizing the same driver in the future if you need to go to another course or somewhere else around Bangkok. Now that we know where to stay, where to play, how to book a tee time and how to get to the course and hopefully back from the course, it's time to talk about what happens when you arrive at the course. No matter what your transport is, you should first head to the backdrop. There are signs usually and they are often situated at the entrance of the clubhouse, but they might also be in a separate building. When you arrive at the backdrop, tell your name, your tee time and your caddy's number if you happen to pre-book a caddy. More about pre-booking caddies later on the chapter regarding caddies. If you didn't pre-book a caddy, they will assign you one here at the backdrop on your arrival. If you have some special requests regarding your caddy, this is the time to bring them up. I'm not saying that the staffs at the backdrop will accommodate your requests, but it doesn't hurt to ask for English-speaking caddy or maybe an older grandma who can read the greens better. The staffs will take your bag. Please note that you will need a golf bag to play golf in Thailand. You cannot save money by sharing golf clubs with your friend. If you came with a taxi, ride-hailing app or a private driver, now it's time to jump out of the car and enter the clubhouse. If you drove your own car, move forward to the parking lot and park your car there. They usually should have a golf cart and staff waiting for you there to bring you back to the clubhouse, but if the parking lot is situated right next to the clubhouse, they might not have that service and you need to walk yourself to the clubhouse after you park your car. Golf courses in Thailand don't really enforce strict dress codes. Officially they do exist, but you see especially the locals bend the limits quite a lot, so don't stress about it too much. Wear a sleeved shirt, shorts or pants and shoes and you'll be just fine. Once you enter the clubhouse, head to the locker rooms to leave your belongings you won't be needing on the course. Staffs will hand you a key to your locker and you need to sign your name and phone number to the book they have there at the reception. That's just in case you forget something so they can contact you later. They might also hand you your towel at this point, but some courses hand them out later or they place them inside your locker already earlier. Then it's best to head to the pro shop to pay your fees. Note that sometimes they might ask you to wait some time before you can pay. This is due to them having cheaper price after certain hours, so they let you only pay when it's correct time. They will hand you your green fee ticket, separate card fee and caddy fee tickets and a scorecard. Some courses even hand you the golf cart key at this point. Note that there are courses like Nikanti where you won't be having any of these, but the caddy will have everything ready for you at the cart. Mention and pay also if you want to rent clubs, but always contact the course beforehand to make sure that they even have rental clubs, what quality they are, and how much they go for. Many courses have really limited selection overall, especially for left-handed players and ladies. If you happen to use one of the green fee booking services, they should have your tickets at the pro shop under your name. It might be though that you have only paid for a green fee and you need to pay caddy fee and cart fee and rental clubs separate here on your arrival. All courses have on-course restaurant and locker rooms. Prices are moderate and the food usually delicious on the course restaurant, so eating on the course is recommended. On-course pro shops are also moderately priced, so if you happen to be in need of something, it's not a bad idea to go and check out the pro shop for discounted items. I have personally bought hat, few shirts and even shoes at the on-course pro shop. If the course has practice facilities, you want to pay first before heading to those. Sometimes if you arrive early and you have a pre-booked caddy, she might not be on the course yet, so other stops will help you to get to the driving range. Usually you won't be walking to the driving range or carrying your own bag anyways. Staffs will always accommodate you or your caddy will be helping you out. Tea times are suggestions here in Thailand. Be punctual, but note that 1 p.m. tea time could mean 1:15 or even 2:30 p.m., depending on the traffic at the course. I usually book a tea time around the time I want to start playing and then arrive to the course couple hours earlier for some food, warm up and filming in my case. If I'm ready before my tea time, I just head to the starter or to my caddy, whichever is the correct way at that specific course, and start the round early. If I'm running late or get caught in long conversations at the restaurant with my friends, I might head out later. It's no biggie here, but obviously always better to be timely. Generally, I would say that pace of play is slower here in Thailand. Everybody is more relaxed and no one is nagging to other groups for the slow play. Marshall will do what they can, but sometimes they just fill the course up too much, and since the tea times are suggestions, the pace of play is lower than back home it might be. So chill and enjoy the Thai weather and company of your caddy. On the positive note, at least you have more time to drink beers now when the course is stuck. I recommend playing during weekdays. Beginning of the week is always better. Prices are lower and the courses are emptier. If you can stand the heat, try playing after 10 a.m. Tea times later in the afternoon tend to be less busy because of the midday heat. Note that the latest tea times are usually around 1 p.m. since the sun goes down between 5:45 and 6:45 p.m. depending on the time of the year, unless the course has floodlights and they do offer twilight or night golf. Contrary to common beliefs, there aren't too many night golf courses around Thailand. Bangkok has maybe 10-ish. Chiang Mai, I think 2.5, and the rest of the country has none if you don't count Pattaya, which has one that is open I think couple nights per month. I guess there isn't just enough demand on other cities except Bangkok, which caters to so many golfers and many of them like to play a round of golf after day's work. That being said, I recommend you trying out the twilight or night golf while you are here in Bangkok. It's way cooler when you play after the sunset. The atmosphere is more relaxed and so on, but more on that in the chapter regarding night golf. So after you are done at the clubhouse and you're ready to play, head down to the caddy or the starter. There will be signs where to head and stops will help you if needed. After reaching the starter, you will be directed to your starting tee. In Thailand, it might be often something else than the first tee, so don't be surprised if you are directed to some of the other tees. It's to manage the course and keep better pace of play. It's nothing personal. There is usually a small on-course kiosk at the first tee, as well as on roughly every 3 to 4 holes. They sell refreshments, small foods, and some lost and found balls. If it's busy on the course, it's nice to have the shops around to sit away from the sun while waiting for your turn to play the next hole. If it's raining, They also provide cover from the rain. Let's talk about the rain briefly. Bit over half of the year is considered rainy season in Bangkok area. The rainy season might be in slightly different time on the other areas of Thailand, but in Bangkok it's May until November. During that time it rains almost every day, but the rain is typically limited to few showers during the day. It might rain for 15 to 30 minutes and then be okay again, so don't worry too much about it. They do also offer rain checks on most courses, but they tend to be limited to the green fee only. You might lose your caddy and cart fee if you make the rain check. Also, I don't recommend it, since the rain tends to be brief, and after sipping away a couple cold ones at some of the on-course kiosks, the rain should be gone and you can get back to the course. Playing has been made easy in Thailand. Courses are generally in great condition. They tend to be a little bit flat, and it's always easy to see where to hit next. There is water though to make your day more difficult on most holes and courses. Expect a round of golf to last anything between 3 to 6 hours when playing in Thailand. Most courses will accept players of any level, and groups can be 6 players strong. These, along with few odd groups drinking and gambling, will make the course rotate even slower. So Chayen and Sabai. During the round, small 5 to 10 minute breaks are okay to be taken. So if it's hot, sit and drink some liquid at the on-course kiosks. It's not normal to keep a longer break between the nines here in Thailand like it might be in other countries. And egos don't play here either. There's lots of groups letting faster groups go past them when you play here in Thailand. Couple things to remember. Sunscreen and shade. It's gonna get hot, even if you play night golf, so you better stay hydrated. Bring your umbrella to cover yourself from the sun or rent one at the course. They normally go for around 200 baht for a round. Caddies will cover you from the sun with the umbrella while you walk around the course. Some would also recommend not drinking alcohol during your round, but I'm not buying into that. I don't blame anyone for having few cold ones during the round. After the round, it's good to stop to clean your shoes before entering the clubhouse. They have equipment for that on all courses, and caddies will drive past one of the shoe cleaning areas before they take you further. Next, the caddy will drive you to your car or to your ride if you came with a driver or a taxi. If you don't have ride back home yet, the caddy will drive you back to the backdrop and leave your bag there. Drop your bag either to the car or backdrop and remember to check that none of your equipment is missing. Caddies will insist you checking on your bag so that there won't be any misunderstandings later regarding lost items. After this, caddies will drive you back to the clubhouse for showering and maybe some food and drinks before leaving the course. This is also the time to tip your caddy. In Bangkok, minimum should be not less than 500, but more is always welcome. Other areas of Thailand, 400 as a minimum should be okay. The locker rooms tend to have shoe cleaning services for that deeper cleaning of your shoes. Usually they don't charge fixed price for the cleaning but rely on tips. I recommend leaving 50 to 100 baht for the service. Remember to return your locker key to the staff at the front of the locker rooms after you are done showering. Golf courses, as mentioned, don't enforce strict dress codes usually in Thailand, so feel free to wear a little bit more comfortable clothing after the shower. Sleeved shirt, shorts and flip-flops should be okay. If you came with a rented car or private driver, or you did find another way to get yourself back to your accommodation, then you are all set. If you didn't have ride back sorted out yet, then I recommend checking out the ride-hailing apps I mentioned earlier. If you are on course far from the city, it's late, it's rush hour, or it's raining, it might be impossible to get the ride from the apps. Then I recommend talking with the staffs. They will try to help you out. Often they have a friend or a cousin willing to drive you back to the city. In that case, prepare to pay a little bit more than you would otherwise. Anyways, it will be sorted out somehow. This is Thailand. Caddies are there to help you make your round smooth and enjoyable. They know the course by heart and are great at helping you understand each hole on the course. They will have tees, green forks and ball markers, so you don't need to bring your own to Thailand. Unless it's the lucky one your friends gifted you, the one with the naughty pictures printed on it. Then you should obviously bring it to Thailand. Caddies will drive the cart, so you don't need to worry where to head next after finishing a hole. They also fix the divots, smoothen the pitch marks when you make that green in regulation, and rake the bunkers when you are less fortunate. Caddies are crucial when you need help finding your ball from that thick rough, and you can often find them fishing lost balls from that water hazard. They are experts on reading the greens. Many players let the caddies set the line on the ball when putting, so that the only thing left for the player is to hit the ball with correct pace and watch the ball sink into the cup. They are there also for safety reasons. They make sure you don't play until the fairway is clear, and when you hit that nasty slice, they will scream 4 from the top of their lungs to make sure no one gets hurt. So caddies are an important part of the game here in Thailand, and it's not only limited to the help with your game. They are there to keep you company, cheer you up when you fail, and celebrate when you do good. And who do you think would believe you made that hole-in-one if you played all alone on the course? They are also just humans, so they can make mistakes. Be always respectful and polite. In the end, they are there doing their job. If you play bad, it's never the caddy's fault. You can always just ignore their advice and show them how it's really done. Moreover, caddies love to be social. So talk with them. Try to learn few words of Thai with their help and buy them some beers if you are enjoying few on the course as well. Some of the Thailand golf courses have also pretty caddies. Yes, you heard it correct. Aesthetically more appealing caddies are actually called pretty caddies and no one is getting offended. They cost more, usually double the normal caddy fee, and you should tip them a little bit more too. Some courses require you to have normal caddy together with your pretty caddy, since the pretty caddies might not know anything about golf. Their talents and skills revolve around drinking, dancing, joking, and making sure that you are having the best time of your life on the course. So consider getting a pretty caddy especially for the next night golf round with your buddies. It should be obvious that touching and groping your caddy is not okay, at least without her consent. They might be joyful and flirt with you, but remember, it's their job. It doesn't really mean that you are the most handsome man in the world, even though they call you that. Overall, I don't know how I could even cope without the caddies anymore. They are so huge help on the course every single time. After the round, the caddies have well deserved their tip, so don't skimp out over a few bucks. You're willing to give the waiter at the cafeteria back home 25% for doing nothing, so don't skimp on the tip. If you want to make sure that you have caddy of your liking when you play one of the few precious rounds of golf here in Thailand, I recommend checking out Golfland application. It's a handy application for pre-booking caddies on most Thailand golf courses. Golfland app lets you see all the available caddies at the course where you're going to play. It shows their pictures, special skills, other players' reviews, their tip requirements, and so on. So check out the link in description and register for a free account to start browsing available caddies on your dream course here in Thailand. Yes, this is a sponsored message from Golfland app, but I've been using it past few months every single time to book my caddies when I play golf here in Thailand, and I cannot recommend it enough. I wanted to make a brief separate chapter about night golf since it might be something new to most visitors. As I mentioned earlier in this video, night golf is currently only available around Bangkok and Chiang Mai. Around 10 courses offer night golf in Bangkok and maybe 3 in Chiang Mai. At Pattaya area, Lam Shabang offers occasional night golf, but it's not every night. Night golf is relatively popular here in Bangkok. It's much cooler during the nights, and playing during the night makes the atmosphere more relaxing. Everyone is taking it more as a social gathering instead of hitting the bars. Most groups are consuming alcoholic beverages, playing loud music, dancing and socializing with each other, other groups and caddies. That means that it's not meant for uptight players and rounds might be even slower than usual. Night golf tends to be a bit cheaper also than playing during the daytime. When playing night golf, you usually tee off latest around 7 p.m. so that even with slower pace of play, the round should be done before 1 a.m. Sun sets between 6 and 7 p.m. depending on the time of the year, so what I like to do is start my night golf around a little bit earlier. maybe around 4 or 5 p.m., so that I get to play during the sunset and half of the round under the stars and floodlights. When playing night golf, remember to stock up some alcohol into your bag if you are a drinker, and make sure you have plenty for those caddies too. They love drinking, especially during the night golf. Favorite drinks being beers and local Regency brandy. Green Valley at Samut Prakan on the east side of Bangkok has monthly night golf events with some DJs and live music, so check out their socials in the description if it's something that you might be interested in. I'll share my recommended night golf courses at the end of this video, so remember to watch until the end not to miss those. Also, it's polite to tip the caddies a little bit more if you play night golf and they participate in the dancing and drinking with all their hearts. It's not completely uncommon for some caddies to join the group of players for few more drinks at some of the late night spots scattered around Bangkok after the round. So be friendly and anything could be possible. And finally, my recommendations regarding golf courses to play on 3 different budget levels here in Bangkok. And on top of that, I'll list my top night golf courses for you too. But before we get to those, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel and leave a like to this video if you found it useful. I publish golf-related content twice a week straight from the Thai capital, and I'm currently making a series where I play and review all 57 Bangkok golf courses. So if you are looking for some ideas on which courses to play on your next trip to Thailand, go and check out my other videos. I would also like to get your questions regarding golf in Thailand in the comments. If there is some topics I failed to address, I will do my best to answer them afterwards in the comments. So don't be shy, comment below what's on your mind and I'll help you out. But then to the course recommendations. Let's go through first the budget recommendations. Lotus Valley, a beautiful course that has been awarded the best value course in Thailand multiple times. Great clubhouse, practice facilities and on-course resort for stay and play options. Prices go for 1,300 to 2,000 baht including green fee, caddy fee and cart. But note that the course is a bit further away. Kruntep Krita, a lovely but extremely demanding garden course in the middle of Bangkok. Great choice if you aren't willing to travel further for your round of golf. Currently goes for 2,000 baht including green fee, caddy fee and cart fee. Pangpakong Riverside, a course by the sea with moderate difficulty level and beautiful caddies. Clubhouse is unique and the time of making this video weekday rounds go for 1750 including green fee, caddy and cart. Regarding the recommended courses here, I have made detailed reviews of all these courses, so you can find the videos on my channel or at the link in description. Let's move on to the mid-tier courses then. My first recommendation is Royal Pangpa Inn. A absolute top course with great facilities but no driving range, and unfortunately the course is situated a little bit further to the north of downtown Bangkok. Go play the course if you manage to get the green fee, caddy and cart for 3,500 baht or a little bit less. If you go and play the course, ask the course while making your booking for Mint or May to be your caddy. Secondly, I would recommend the RG City Golf. It's an awesome replica course including Augusta National back 9 and bunch of famous courses around the world as the front 9. Try it out if you manage to get the green fee, caddy and cart for around 4,000 baht. My third recommendation is Thana City. Great course with top-notch practice facilities, and since the course is situated close to downtown Bangkok and Suvarnabhumi Airport, it's an easy pick for you if you get it for around 3,000 baht or so. I have reviewed these courses too in great detail in my previous videos, so go and check them out if you're interested in learning more about them. For luxury courses, I firstly recommend the Alpine, which is one of my all-time favorite courses here in Bangkok. AAA facilities, beautiful but challenging course in top condition. Go and check out Alpine if you get the green fee, caddy and cart for less than 5,000. I saw they had just recently a promotion for 3,500 for green fee caddy and cart, and that is absolutely great value. Secondly, I have to recommend Nikanti Golf Club, another difficult and stunningly beautiful course further away from the city. Nikanti goes for 5,500 or 6,500 depending on the day of the week, and that is a all-inclusive price, meaning that you have green fee caddy and cart included together with 2 meals on the course, umbrella service, some refreshments, small snacks on the course, and a handy towel as a memory of the experience. My third pick would be Siam Country Club, new course with an absolute stunner for a clubhouse. Course itself is in top condition but might need few more years to develop to something even better. Great caddies too on the course. I would be happy to pay anything less than 5,000 for green fee caddy and cart to play there. And finally, my recommended night golf courses. Number 1 has to be Pattaya Indra. Course has just gotten better and better past few years. It's in amazing shape and you have the most beautiful caddies there. They do offer pretty caddies too as an additional service, and all the caddies are always up for some partying. Green fee caddy and cart go for around 3,000 baht there. My second recommendation has to be RSU Vista, maybe a little bit surprisingly. It might not have a great clubhouse or the prettiest caddies, but paying 1,250 baht for a round of night golf, including green fee caddy and cart, is just amazing value. Course is not in the best of shapes neither, but who cares when you pay so little for some night golf action? The third night golf recommendation is a tougher one. I could say Pinehurst, Summit Windmill or Bangkok Golf Club, since those are all great courses. I could recommend one of the newer night golf courses like Pomelo or Floraville, or even the great Ratchagram further away. But I have to give the spot to Green Valley in Samut Prakan. Somehow I feel connected to this course, which is great for some night golf. Caddies are amazing and so are the staffs too. Current price of 2,200 baht including caddy and cart isn't bad either. Please note that all the prices quoted here are prices I checked out when making this video in July 2025. They are for weekdays and might be promotional. None of the prices are meant for only Thais or foreigners residing here. All the prices are all-inclusive except the caddy tips after the round. Go check out the chapter regarding costs if you want more detailed explanation regarding the fees and tips. This is my longest video so far, and it has required much more work than my normal shorter course review videos to make. So I would hugely appreciate if you could leave a like to this video. If you found it useful, please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content regarding golfing in Bangkok and Thailand, and leave a comment below. I'm sure I have forgotten to explain or mention some of the aspects regarding the golfing in Thailand, so let me know your questions in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you in my other videos in the future.